We are coming to you live from the Republic Broadcasting Network, where you can handle the truth. Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight, we discuss, once again, ever deeper into neuroscience and human rights issues on TM Radio. Our Sunday newsletter is free, and you can receive a copy by writing Frank at targetedmassachusetts.org. Joining Targeted Massachusetts is also free. Just go to targetedmassachusetts.org, and in the navigation, go to Contact Information. Please complete the easy registration form. If you have any questions, call me anytime in the United States at 1-508-857-8334. You can call into the show live and ask a question at 800-313-943, or you can just listen at 605-313-0163. Targeted Massachusetts Northeast Conference airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Access by phone 515-604-9715. Access code 708-922. Caller ID targeted. If you'd like to join us by computer, just type in your address bar freeconferencecall.com/wall/targeted. Our YouTube channel is Targeted Massachusetts. Okay, firstly, Targeted Justice is hosting a rally and protest event in our nation's capital. This is taking place October the 18th through the 22nd. Registration fee is $35 and includes a free t-shirt. This t-shirt will ID you to Secret Service and will fulfill our agreement with the Park Service. We encourage you to request a 5-minute audience with your congressman. You will need to make a request several weeks in advance. Make the request through your congressman's website and ask for an appointment on October the 21st or the 22nd. We have a conference call in New York. It is a TI support call Saturday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. Phone access is 605-313-5569, access code 516586. By computer, that would be freeconferencecall.com/Janie W. Okay, before we had Midge and the whole gang on, we were discussing human rights and the new technologies that have emerged. They have emerged and targeted citizens all over the world. The first thing we discussed was intellectual property and how the laws must change. Intellectual property used to stand for things like copyright, trademark, books, papers, etc. We intend to change this law to cover where this intellectual property came from. So the intellect of the human who is so creative must be protected. The next thing we discussed was games available to children that use BCI, or brain to computer interface. The two that we've come up with are Emotive and Neuroscience. The reason that they should not be accepted is the fact that this is the act of pre-entrainment. It is letting the brain know that it is okay to communicate outside. It's okay to let a stranger in. Well, guess what? It's not, and it's not going to happen. We also discussed fMRI and what it is comprised of. When you think of an MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, you think of a snapshot of your brain or whatever part of your body you have chosen or your doctor has chosen to take a shot of. But functional MRI is quite different. It is not a snapshot, but it is a video of your brain and the reading of thoughts in real time. This real-time scan is used in stores to suggest to you that you make a different purchase than the one that you had already chosen. And lastly, we discussed the gross human rights violations. Next, we will discuss brain technology and the law. Neuroscience and the laws of today come together and intersect on many levels and on different issues. Not surprising. While neuroscience studies the brain processes that underlie human behavior, legal systems are quintessentially concerned with the regulation of human behavior. It is therefore reasonable to claim that both disciplines are destined to be natural partners. And that's because they want to employ future cop. We'll discuss that shortly. The underlying idea of the new field called neural law is precisely that better knowledge of the brain will lead to better designed laws and fairer legal procedures. Under the current laws, a targeted individual of the United States of America cannot get treated and is summarily thrown into an asylum. The only cases of targeted individuals that have been helped on a large scale are the U.S. diplomats. Examples of potentially legally relevant applications of neurotechnology are numerous. Brain imaging techniques, for instance, could contribute to more evidence-based decisions in criminal justice, from investigation and the assessment of criminal responsibility to punishment, rehabilitation of offenders, and the evaluation of their risk of recidivism. The tools offered by neuroscience could potentially also play a role in civil law procedures. For example, in the assessment of an individual's capacity to contract or of the severity of a plaintiff's pain in compensation claims. So they want to monitor everything. In the courtroom, they want to be able to monitor your responses over and above the highly trained judges' attributes for identifying a liar or identifying a future offender. New and more reliable lie detection technologies based on our own knowledge of the brain functioning might help to assess the reliability of witnesses. Okay, so now they want to scan witnesses to see what they've done. By the time they get through doing all this scanning, the trial could be over. Memory erasure of violent criminals and of victims of especially traumatic offenses. An example, sexual abuse. Also mentioned as another possibility opened by our new knowledge of the brain. Now, you can take sex offenders and you can analyze them all you want to. You can do whatever the hell you want, okay? Because they are the worst next to our own perpetrators, who could be one and the same, and more often than not are. A possibility in game-changing use of neurotechnology in the legal field has been illustrated. In the study, researchers followed a group of 96 male prisoners at prison release. Using fMRI, prisoners' brains were scanned during the performance of computer tasks in which they had to make quick decisions and inhibit impulsive reactions. The researchers followed the ex-convicts for 4 years to see how they behaved. The study illustrates that those individuals showing low activity in a brain region associated with decision-making and action are more likely to commit crimes again within 4 years of release. According to the study, the risk is more than double in individuals showing low activity in that region of the brain than in individuals with high activity in that region. Their results suggest a potential neurocognitive biomarker for persistent antisocial behavior. In other words, brain scans can theoretically help determine whether certain convicted persons are at an increased risk of reoffending. The Minority Report is a great example of what I am talking about. As you know, the plot is about a police unit, the pre-crime division. Now, they are able to identify and arrest murderers before they commit their crimes, sometimes by minutes. The system is believed to be flawless until an officer from that same unit is mistakenly accused of future murder. This dystopian scenario, which could result from the new knowledge about the brain, raises important ethical and human rights questions. How much evidence is needed to prove that brain scans are likely to flag only the truly high-risk offenders? There's a big question mark there. Can neural technology generated data, which has a problematic nature, be straightforwardly applied to predict the criminal behavior of a particular individual? Can these preliminary findings, which are based on a very specific cohort, be generalized to other groups? They want to. It's very clear that this, according to these people, should be spread around. Although its reliability must be tested further before this technique is authorized to be used by courts. Certainly not as a substitute for current methods for dangerousness assessment. Okay, folks, we have a commercial. Thank you for listening.
Folks, we're living in a world the likes of which we've never perceived any clearer than we do now. The plan for global governance has been in the works for generations and would have likely been achieved by now but for the fact that the globalists left open their Achilles heel. With all their tools, Federal Reserve System, fiat currency, no child left behind, and then Common Core education introduced to our schools to dumb us down, vaccines, pharmaceuticals to lobotomize us, GMO foods, insertion of compromised or bought and paid for politicians, judges, mainstream media propaganda, all pieced together like a puzzle designed to ultimately bring the world under submission. But with all their strategy, they forgot one thing: knowledge. And knowledge is power. With knowledge, their bombardment is nullified. Folks, with that, as brilliant and knowledgeable as you've become, among the wisest audience of any radio audience in the world, and you are, I want you to take a moment to reflect and ask yourself, how much of that knowledge did I obtain from Republic Broadcasting Network? How high has my consciousness been raised since I've been a listener? How fast am I now able to discriminate truth from fake news by being a Republic Broadcasting listener? How clear am I now able to see the world since I've been listening to RBN? Ask yourselves those questions, folks. Then ask yourself, what is that knowledge worth to me? Like my morning coffee, how would I survive without it? A voice of truth in a sea of lies. Do we not all need to make sure it survives? Like public broadcasting, we are now finding we can only survive with listener support. Censorship, advertisers being attacked, truth itself being attacked. It's the only way through this. We at Republic Broadcasting humbly ask you to become a supporter. Look at your budget and make a determination of what Republic Broadcasting is worth to you and what you can afford on a monthly basis. Go to republicbroadcasting.org and pledge 20, 30, 40, 50, if possible, 100 a month or more if it's affordable. Click the donate button and become a regular monthly donor. Assure both us and yourself that Republic Broadcasting truth will continue to flow like that morning coffee. The network thanks you.
Hey, this check is wrong. I worked a holiday and 7 hours of overtime. Not getting paid correctly is a real pain. It could also hurt our boss if our company provides out-of-compliance checks. That's right, construction companies doing business with the government can get fined, or officials of the companies can go to jail if the checks aren't right. It's a law. The Davis-Bacon Act has 30 compliance issues for every check, but there is an easy way for construction companies to be in compliance. EMARS offers Compliant Client, a web-based system that finds and corrects all 30 of the possible out-of-compliance check issues. Users of Compliant Client report an 80% savings in time and money. Running a weekly payroll usually takes about 5 minutes. All 15,000 plus clients of EMARS have never had a legal compliance issue. Plus, they sleep better on check day. Contact EMARS at emarsinc.com or call 480-595-0466.
Once again, we are coming to you live from the Republic Broadcasting Network, where you can handle the truth. Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight, we discuss neuroscience and new human rights issues on TM Radio, in case you've just tuned in. Our newsletter is free, and you can receive a copy by writing Frank at targetedmassachusetts.org. Joining Targeted Massachusetts is also free. Just go to targetedmassachusetts.org, and in the navigation, go to Contact Information. Please complete the easy registration form. Try and use a cell phone so you can be apprised of updates. If you have any questions, call me in the United States. Hopefully you speak English. That's my primary and only language. You can call me at 1-508-857-8334. You can call into the show live and ask a question or comment at 800-313-9443. Or you can listen at 605-313-0163. In view of the time that we have to visit our topics, I'm going to get right back to where I left off. This section is brain technology and the law. We have brain technologies that exist that may be relevant for the legal system, such as lie detectors, decoders, and brain printers. Lie detectors are capable of recording and measuring brain responses associated with the retrieval of memories. Okay, let's stop right there and take another look. Capable of measuring brain responses which they associate to retrieval of memories. That's not good. If they can retrieve the memories in this process, they can retrieve them anywhere. And this is all based on truth and honor. For getting the truth, they are costing us our mental privacy. They are ascertaining the truth values of statements relative to those memories. Traditional lie detectors, such as, well, the only one that I know of, the polygraph, measure bodily markers, blood pressure, heart rates, muscular reactions. Their reliability is very low. They are used by some government agencies to screen their employees. However, they are very rarely accepted as evidence in U.S. courts. The new generations, which are these EEG-based and fMRI-based, are regarded as much more reliable. Yes, well, I guess they would be, since they can retrieve memories. They go to the brain itself for the answers, not blood pressure, not muscular reactions. They go right into the brain. Now, as I've mentioned, the skull should be the barrier that laws are built on. Okay, folks, once again, we're going to commercial. Thank you for listening.
You are tuned in to the Republic Broadcasting Network. Visit our website by going to republicbroadcasting.org.
Tired of being lied to by mass media? It's growing more and more apparent today that news is received less and less through standard media outlets. Even with a growing audience every day, RBN is beginning to direct more efforts into social media. Social media and the use of the internet is fast becoming the primary source of people for news, regardless of demographic. RBN has set out to provide some of the best news on the internet through republicbroadcasting.org, and also has begun to use the tools to our advantage by way of social media. Republic Broadcasting is now operating a Facebook page to function as yet another avenue to have our collective voice reach new audiences across not only America, but across the globe as well. The Facebook page features not only news, but also an RBN player to listen to our broadcast. Get involved by visiting facebook.com/Republic Broadcasting and liking our page and share it with your friends and family, because you can handle the truth.
Many people write us about their experience with Extendivite. Allow me to read you some from Amazon.com. It really does work like the review says it does. I cannot believe that after the first few days, I didn't feel as sluggish or clogged up. It has had a profound impact on my physical, emotional well-being. I'm skeptical as most people about products and their claims, and I never write reviews, but this is a wonderful product and I recommend it to everyone. Great product. It has brought my blood pressure from the mid-150s over the 80s to the mid-130s over mid-80s, along with diet and exercise in just the past couple of months. Excellent. Thank you, David. Tell us your story. Get Extendivite today. Call 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendivite.
Homeowners, are you in foreclosure, expecting to be served with a foreclosure lawsuit, or suspect your lender has coerced you into an illegal mortgage transaction? A huge number of mortgages made in the last 10 years have legal issues and are possibly defective. State laws and the U.S. Supreme Court have upheld that defective mortgage documents are grounds for foreclosure defense and for counterclaims in favor of the homeowner. If your mortgage has been sold or assigned since closing the loan, it may be defective and you may be paying the wrong party, and the lender may not have standing or the right to foreclose or collect payments under the law. If you would like to know if your mortgage is legal or not, or know if you are paying the right party, we can help. Our initial consultations are free of charge. We are not attorneys. We are legal researchers and work closely with experienced lawyers who know how to help you find the evidence to help you keep your home. Call toll-free 1-855-2-KEEP-IT. That's 1-855-2-KEEP-IT today.
Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. In case you just tuned in, my name is Frank Allen. Tonight, we have been discussing neuroscience and new human rights issues on TM Radio. It's something brand new to the targeted community because we have had no laws. If you go to the police now and you say that you're being gang-stalked or you're being attacked electronically, you are immediately annexed to the local facility for sometimes 72 hours, for sometimes days. Okay, I'm going to get back to where I was here a couple of minutes ago. I did recap in the beginning of the broadcast the last two broadcasts that we did on this topic. Right now we're discussing an old polygraph lie detector versus the brand new fMRI, which can retrieve memories. So if it can retrieve memories there, it can retrieve memories anywhere. It is being used in your local department stores, which ones I don't know. And they interject a suggestion that says, buy this product, it costs more money. So they're out there. We are being stormed with this. The unfortunate part about what I'm speaking of is that it's all true and happening in the United States. In the United States, there are at least 2 companies. One is No Lie MRI and Cephos Corporation. They are currently offering fMRI lie detection services. A study published in 2005 by a research group linked to Cephos claimed that fMRI, now what did you get out of this? It's been around since 2005. fMRI-based lie detection has a reliability of around 90%. Well, it should. It's going into your head, retrieving memories, and bringing them out for all to see. How legal is that? Even for the worst criminals. How legal is that? That is sacred ground given to you by the creators. The study predicted that this procedure would improve the court system in the not too distant future. Recent studies have confirmed the higher reliability of fMRI-based lie detectors v. the polygraph. In parallel, mental decoders, this is something else, are capable of decoding mental states and translating them into observable outputs such as text, verbal signals, or graphic images. So this clearly violates the Constitution everywhere. It has the footprint of these giant corporations all over it. This must be stopped. So, as a targeted individual, I not only have to fight my own targeting and help the community as much as I can, but now we have new fronts. Or are they the same front? This decoder is also capable of reconstructing speech from brainwaves. There you go. There it is. It's true. Let's get it out there. Such devices have a great potential for clinical applications. They could benefit several classes of neurological patients, especially those suffering from locked-in syndrome and paralysis. These people would have lost their capacity to produce verbal communication. And this would enable them to interact once again. Outside the clinical setting, these decoders are tested to enhance mobile communication through thought-to-text converters. This should make you angry. There are people all over the world using these devices or these devices are being used on them. And this is a way of pre-entrainment. Now, I don't think this word has been used yet, but the word is pre-entrainment. The brain is getting used to communicating, two-way communication outside of the skull. This is an inviting targeting by satellite. It's inviting gang stalking, which sometimes is a precursor to electronic targeting. Now, I knew that this would be interesting to get into, but the more I get into it, the angrier I get. Some of these devices are currently tested for monitoring brain states with the purpose of guiding the individual's behavior. Excuse me, no one is going to guide my behavior except an authority figure. Now, here's an example. NASA and Jaguar are jointly developing a technology called MindSense. And this will measure brain waves to monitor the driver's concentration in the car. If the brain activity indicates poor concentration, then the steering wheel or pedals will vibrate to raise the driver's awareness of the danger. Oh, they're using it for something good here, although they are still violating the skull. This new technology can also contribute to reduce the number of accidents caused by drivers who are stressed or distracted. However, it also opens, theoretically, the possibility for third parties to use brain decoders to be eavesdropping on people's states of mind. I think the rule here is stay out of my skull. There's going to be a battle cry, because this is the most destructive, torturous procedure that I have ever encountered in my life. It lasts for years. Every day, 24 hours a day, all the hours that you are awake. There are other applications and other implications raised by these brain printers, as they are called. These are prototypical devices that are currently tested as brain-based authentication methods. A thumbprint and an eye scan or retinal scan is not enough. They have to have a brain scan now. There's an example in Binghamton University in the state of New York. They have devised a way to verify a person's identity based on how their brain responds to certain words. Give me a break. Where are we going with this? The researchers did observe brain signals of a number of different volunteers as they read a list of 75 acronyms such as FBI and DVD. They then recorded the brain's reaction to each group of letters, focusing on the part of the brain associated with reading and recognizing words. It turns out that participants' brains reacted differently to each acronym, so that a computer system was able to identify each volunteer with 94% accuracy. Example: many people, when they hear the acronym FBI, will think differently. They will think about this acronym differently. Some will think that they're a threat. Some will think that they're a savior. Some will think that they are the best law enforcement we have. But the bottom line is, it's 94% accurate. And the other bottom line is, the barrier of the skull has once again been compromised. We have fingerprints. We now have electronic thumbprints. We now have facial recognition. And now that's not enough. They have to have a brain print, if you will. That's probably going to be a new word that's used as well. This technology, which could in the short term replace passwords and fingerprints for your personal accounts, raises novel privacy and security issues. Again, compromising the skull. Nothing, no communication whatsoever should enter or leave your skull. That is your sanctuary. That is where you live. That is your life. That is your sanctuary. A neural technology advances and opens novel opportunities for monitoring and controlling cognitive function. Okay, they're in your brain everywhere. They're like a teenager out on his first date. They can't wait to get into your brain. There is uncertainty on how the law should cope with such advancements. Well, I can tell you right now what I would do. Shut it down. It's quite debatable whether emerging trends in neurotechnology call for a revision or even a replacement of existing legal concepts at various levels, including civil law, tort law, business law, and legal philosophy. Okay, folks, once again, we are going to commercial. Thank you so much for listening.
Don't believe the church and state and everything they tell you. Believe in me, I'm with the high command. Can you hear me?
corporate media dominates the American opinion. Finding independent voices that counter this avalanche is becoming increasingly difficult. With the endless corruption running rampant throughout our government, independent voices are needed more than ever to battle the offensive against our freedoms and liberties. As a listener of RBN, no one understands this concept better than you. Now it's up to you to do your part. The time has come for you to take action and begin broadcasting the truth to hundreds or thousands of people every month. Sound impossible? Quite the contrary. With pointed slogans from LibertyStickers.com, you can reach countless sleeping Americans unaware that they live in a real-life wonderland. LibertyStickers.com has a huge inventory of political bumper stickers and messages that reflect the truth about our government, our politicians, and the future of America. With so many in stock, there's one perfect for you. Visit us today at LibertyStickers.com. Again, that's LibertyStickers.com. Do your part. Your voice is important. Let it be heard.
Homeowners, if your lender has gone out of business or sold your transaction to another lender or servicer, you may be the victim of a wrongful foreclosure, resulting in the loss of your home. If you've already lost your home, are in foreclosure, or even in good standing, you can challenge the mortgage transaction's illegal issue, and your property can be restored to you, and your foreclosure can be stopped or reversed, and the mortgage transaction declared unenforceable. State laws, U.S. title codes, the Uniform Commercial Codes, and U.S. Supreme Court rulings have upheld that defective mortgage documentations can reverse or stop foreclosures and enforce property title claims in favor of the homeowner. We are having successes in stopping the process of foreclosure, the enforcement of the foreclosure judgments, the sale of property, and evictions after the sale. We are not attorneys, and we don't give legal advice. We are a professional team of legal researchers, providing forensic mortgage audits and expert witnesses. We have the knowledge to produce the evidence and enforce laws regarding your legal issues. We've been in business for 12 years without a complaint. Consultations are free, and we provide a free title search to confirm if your mortgage has legal defects. Please call 855-253-3748. 855, 2, keep it today.
Talk Right, the conservative app offered by TalkStream Live that caters exclusively to the conservative talk radio community. Here you'll see only talk shows and podcasts from the conservative right. All the big broadcast names and online digital shows in one place. Talk Right makes it easy to find all your favorite conservative talkers with all the upscale features you come to expect from TalkStream Live. Keep up with the fast-paced political world. Download Talk Right today from Google Play or the App Store.
Hey, is that a new music app?
Yeah, check it out. Surfer Music Discovery. It links to thousands of online stations, but the twist is you see the song names and artists that are now playing live.
That's different. No guessing. Looks like a waterfall of music.
So many formats. Rock, oldies, country, R&B, jazz, and a whole lot more.
How's that spelled?
Surfer. S-U-R-F-R.
Is it expensive?
It's free. No need to sign up or sign in.
Get the Surfer Music app free from Google Play or the App Store.
Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. In case you've just tuned in, my name is Frank Allen. Tonight we have been discussing neuroscience and human rights issues on TM Radio. We don't have too much time left, so I'm going to run down our ads that we usually do and then sign out. I wish we had more time. We need another hour. Our Sunday newsletter is free, and you can receive a copy by writing Frank at targetedmassachusetts.org. Joining Targeted Massachusetts is also free. Just go to targetedmassachusetts.org, and in the navigation, go to Contact Information. Please complete the easy registration form. Questions? Call me anytime in the United States at 1-508-857-8334. Call in to the show live and ask a question at 800-313-9443 or listen at 605-313-0163. Targeted Massachusetts Northeast Conference airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Access by phone 515-604-9715. Access code 708922. ID Targeted. If you'd like to join us by computer, in your address bar, type freeconferencecall.com/wall/targeted. Our YouTube channel is Targeted Massachusetts. Targeted Justice is hosting a rally and protest event in the nation's capital. This is taking place October the 18th through the 22nd. Registration fee is $35 and includes a free t-shirt. We encourage you to request a 5-minute audience with your congressman. You will need to make a request several weeks in advance. Make the request through your congressman's website and ask for an appointment on October the 21st or the 22nd. Okay, our time is just about running out, but I would really love to thank my audience, and God bless and good night from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank M.
Tired of being lied to by mass media? It's growing more and more apparent today that news is received less and less through standard media outlets. Even with a growing audience every day, RBN is beginning to direct more efforts into social media. Social media and the use of the internet is fast becoming the primary source of people for news, regardless of demographic. RBN has set out to provide some of the best news on the internet through republicbroadcasting.org, and also has begun to use the tools to our advantage by way of social media. Republic Broadcasting is now operating a Facebook page to function as yet another avenue to have our collective voice reach new audiences across not only America, but across the globe as well. The Facebook page features not only news, but also an RBN player to listen to our broadcast. Get involved by visiting facebook.com/Republic Broadcasting and liking our page and share it with your friends and family, because you can handle the truth.
This is RBN, the Republic Broadcasting Network.
You're listening to the rap.